We're even getting sued by a TV station because somebody says FOIA.
Stick to the agenda.
I am talking about the agenda because the agenda was financial information that they requested, and you guys, FOIA, whoever the FOIA officer is, refused to give them the information. So that is the agenda because we're talking about money that we cannot continue to keep getting lawsuits because of people not doing their job. So it is directly in the discussion of what we're talking about. So, as I was saying, I just...
my bad.
Boy.
Stupid. Real.
I think what wound up happening is, and then knowing that she was a trustee first, she thought she had the inside scoop of how things work, being a trustee first. And then when she got a mayor office, like, oh yeah, I know what they know and don't know, and how I can. But she should have waited like a good 10 years. That way, with her doing any corruption and any allegations of corruption start popping up, you got the people to defend you. They're gonna be like, oh no, she been doing, we don't gotta worry about her. As soon as she got in office, boy, she would snatch up that money.
Yeah, that's some high level manipulation there, Kanji. That's pretty good, man. How long you been? I mean, no, man. So welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation, everybody. We will be taking another look at the town hall meeting of Dalton, the village of Dalton, and this is one of the things that kind of get heated up. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Check it out.
Go ahead. I just have a question in reference to some of the items. I actually contacted the village administrator today, and thank you so much, Keith Freeman, for responding back to me. But the Moscow designs that's on there for $65,000 was brought up before, and Tanjanique Miller has stated that it was paid for already. So I'm kind of confused because we still cannot get back in my viewpoint, but just trying to find out if she said on record it was paid for, why is it still coming back up on the warrant list?
I don't have that exact information for you right now, but I'll get it. If you send it to me in an email, I'll respond to you.
Okay.
See what you saw what just happened there? She asked for some information, and instead of telling her what's going on, he's like, I'll tell you later. Send me an email. Just get email it to me, and I'll let you know. And what people don't know, especially those that have been following these town halls and stuff like that, is, she's asking a very, very specific question for a very, very specific reason, and it's gonna unfold. You know what I'm saying, later in this video, but it's a very specific reason why he didn't want to give her that information on the spot, right? Especially in front of cameras and in front of the people for Dalton that will be voting coming next election.
I just feel that we go through this every month, and with everything going on, it comes to the part where we get to finances, and the finance people not even here to never
see that. So that was strike number 2. The finance people that can answer these questions, the additional people that can answer these questions are not there. I'm pretty sure they know. I'm pretty sure Tiffany and Keith Freeman and maybe a couple other people actually know the answer to these questions. Why certain things is simply not being paid. All right.
Can I ask a question?
So she probably had them barred. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go.
So she had them barred from being at these meetings, or they in her pocket.
So
yeah.
So just based off of what you just said, you sure that she or someone in the administration who's there at that meeting now knows this information as well? So doesn't the finance department have to answer to the mayor? I mean, do they have to give him a report, or is it completely separate entities and they do what they do and the mayor does what she does?
I would say absolutely.
Yeah. So why wouldn't they know the information? Someone in her administration, the finance department is answering to someone. They have to give a report. They have to let them know how the finances look in order for them to make decisions based off the finances. So they know what the probably can answer the young lady's question, but again, overlay for the underplay. Wow.
I like that phrase. But yeah, so watch what the response is.
Never answer the questions. The village administrator did read off some numbers earlier, but it would be great if we had it in writing. We've been asking for financial records since September, and here it is that it's June, and we still don't have it. We go to court about it. We're even getting sued by a TV station because somebody says FOIA.
Stick to the agenda.
I am talking about the agenda because the agenda was financial information that they requested, and you guys, FOIA, whoever the FOIA officer is, refused to give them the information. So that is the agenda because we're talking about money that we cannot continue to keep getting lawsuits because of people not doing their job. So it is directly in discussion of what we're talking about. So as I was saying, I just
My bad.
Stupid.
Real. Had to drop that one. Forward.
find that that's very difficult that when we do ask questions, and I'm grateful for the response that was given today, but I'm strictly concerned about the $65,000 that Moscow Sounds wants, and the Tanjanique Miller stated that it had been paid for in cash. I'm done. You heard me.
You heard me. Yeah. So stuff not being paid. Things are being approved of for payment, but they're not being paid. They're being left with certain. They've been like the checks are on the desks of select people, and for some reason, you know what I'm saying, people are still calling, people still emailing, people still having problems with not being paid. What's the deal here? And why would we approve of additional payments? Why would we be approving of allocating more money to these same corporations, these same businesses, when they haven't been paid the preceding checks, the checks from before? Was it that, do we not have the money? Is the money being I don't know, cut up and then half going to where it's supposed to go, and another portion going to different people's pockets? All right, is the checks just laying on somebody's desk, collecting dust? You know, what's the answer here? And that's why those finance people need to be there to answer these questions, but they're not here. They don't show up at these town hall meetings. Why are they not at the town hall meetings? You know what I'm saying? And they go through this every month. So. Any predictions? Yeah, what y'all?
I'm thinking they get that little text from Tiffany like, I don't know if we're gonna go ahead with the meeting. Just wait until further notice. And 10 minutes to showtime, they cancel.
Like, ma'am, it's been like this since September. When are we gonna tell us? When are we gonna show up for this next town hall?
Again, this needs some serious outside. I think they're already doing it, but
like the
they're gonna need-
FBI.
because this
FBI is there.
This is one group of people who are sticking together in this stealing spree, this raping of this community, man. Because that's what's
There it
happening.
is.
That's what's happening, man. Since
Raping their
September,
pockets.
come on now.
September.
There's no excuse for that. There's nothing they can say. 6 months. What is it?
Well, hold on. That's just the finance reports. They have not gotten finance reports in September. They've been in a deficit since long before then.
Wow.
Well, a deficit. The $1 million deficit started around. I believe it was February. Hopefully, somebody in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe the deficit was at $1 million in February of last year. Mind you, not this year, last year. And then it raised to about $7 million in September. That's the last time they got a finance report. So right now, for all they're concerned, that's where they're sitting at. Just they're at a $7 million deficit. However, how much money has been accumulated to that deficit since then? I mean, it's anybody's guess. Even though the answer is right on the desk of those finance people and Tiffany, right?
Yeah.
So y'all, but that's
Wow.
just it's stuff done. Is what you saying, huh?
Yeah, it's time to shut her down.
Yeah.
Man. Shut that whole thing down, because it's not just her, for sure. She got a crew, and they're working, man. They're working this town. I hope Holmes isn't one.
Man,
But
you already got enough problems.
Yeah, but nevertheless, man, that's definitely heinous. It's sneaky, tricky. I know you don't, not that long. I mean, not just for financial records. That's all I'm asking for. You know, no.
That means you're trying to have a lot.
You're trying to hide a lot. Unless she's just saying, hey, you know what? You people don't deserve it. You're underneath me. I'm the boss and you're the worker. You don't deserve this. I'm not going to get.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's
That's
that.
not how it works, though. It's not. This is democracy still.
That's about it. That's how narcissism work right there. Especially
Yeah,
when it comes to finances and resources and stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, but yeah, like I said, watch the overhand underhand, right?
Overlay for the underplay.
Overlay for the underplay.
Yeah.
Overlay for the underplay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm doing something under here, and I'm going to lay this on top. So
All right,
see it, you know.
it makes sense
Yeah.
now. It makes sense. Y'all be. I like your generation. Sometimes y'all got some phrases. For
Oh my God!
Hey, we got them all, man. Everything y'all do is a remake, man. Trust me.
Damn.
No, wait. No cap.
Damn.
Now that's the Zoomers though, right? That came from the Zoomers, right?
That
The
comes
Gen
from
Z, right?
that's y'all saying these days. Boy.
Okay.
No cap.
I'm like, don't tell me, George. What's the guy name?
George Jefferson?
Yeah, no. Yeah, George Jefferson. Don't tell me that was George Jefferson saying to somebody like that. Okay.
No.
All right.
George Rufford is saying though. He has some.
Huh?
I said he has some though for sure.
Yeah, there were a lot of rappers borrowed and all that stuff. All right, let's see what else we got here in this video.
All right. As always, people say whatever they want to hear, but my question is the white coat pool. Why do you guys keep taking out the pool, which you guys know we want to fix?
So I want to say this real fast. Everything that Kiana Belcher just said, she said a mouthful, right?
Right.
This is that stuff we talking about, right? This is that Chicago stuff we be talking about, okay?
Oh, here the
And I
fuck
need to
is
stop
that?
saying Chicago because everybody.
Jesus Christ.
This is a politician thing, okay?
Yeah, politician.
Let me stop doing that because I'm gonna have everybody trying to cut my head. But yeah, this is that politician trick nonsense where somebody clearly said a mouthful. Okay, there's a lot to address. There's a lot to talk about. But she's just like, okay, blah blah blah. You want to hear what you want to hear, blah blah blah. Now this is why I want to know. I'm like, but what about all that stuff she just said about you, my friend?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that stuff, like, I don't know, whatever. Man.
Blow her off. Just blow her off. Yeah, that's what you're just blowing her off.
If somebody accused me of stealing, bro, I'm gonna address that on the spot, briskly, and then we're gonna move on to like other matters. But you're not gonna just ignore it. You were saying something.
So you saying if someone makes an accusation about you and you do not address it, is that a signifier that you are potentially hiding something, or that it may be true?
It's low key admitted. It can be interpreted as an admittance of guilt. Absolutely, especially if you're trying to if your response right to an allegation that's being sent to you is an allegation sent to the other person, that low key can be interpreted as an admittance of guilt. In my humble opinion.
What if you just don't say nothing at all?
They don't look any better. I mean, my thing. Okay, if I didn't know what to say, because this one we use good faith, right? If I didn't know what to say, I would say, you know what, send me an email. If I didn't have the information on the spot, or if there's more things I need to gather before I can give a public statement, something like that. Okay, we can do that, but a statement needs to be made.
Well, no. I get the.
That would be
Like, no, if someone, for lack of a better example, be like, if someone said HT glasses was not prescription, and you do not address those allegations at all, period, is that some form of admittance of guilt?
And I don't say, and all I do is I'm just being quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the public eye, it leaves too much ambiguity to the situation.
Okay, so now hold on. So since Kendrick Lamar didn't address the fact that he beat his bitch up,
You know, like we lost like five minutes since y'all talking about that dumbass trick shit.
We went all the way around the corner.
nah, good. I ain't
right
say
here.
it.
Right here, bring it here. Not like us, okay? anyway,
Wow.
so let's go more of this video here.
Kids can take swimming lessons, and then we can also use it as a revenue stream for our village to rent out. Is it a reason why you guys keep taking out the pool?
Yes,
Oh, you got the question.
no, my question is, can you provide that we have insurance over there for that pool?
I'm asking, can you guys?
You see what she did?
Yeah.
Now she's trying. You see what I just said, though, right?
Yeah.
Tiffany Henyard knows about what I just said about that ambiguity situation. So she's like, okay, you ain't finna ask me no questions. I ask the questions. I'm gonna ask you the same question again. Whereas, but the difference between what Tiff did here, or what's her name? Make what? Tasha make a what? What's her name? Jay.
Who's who?
Tasha make a from Power.
You said Mick?
Talking about St. Patrick.
St. Patrick, yeah, St. Patrick, yeah.
Oh, wow, I never watched that.
Yeah, I'm not coaching at all. Just a fucking genius. but yeah, St. Patrick. The main thing, our friend Tasha St. Patrick here, she understands this. You can't leave this ambiguity, especially when you're trying to incriminate somebody. So she's gonna hit him with the you're not gonna ask the question around here. I'm gonna ask the question around here. And but again, the difference between what Miss what's the name again? St. Patrick tried to do is the difference is she didn't Kiana Belcher's response to what okay, I need to stop doing this. What Tiffany was saying was something that was directly related to like the actual question. You know what I'm saying, or her initial question. Their counter question is, do we have the insurance so that when we do build this pool, we will be covered as far as accidents to do with this pool. So it's like I would agree with her to say that before we fix this pool, we have like a course of action to so that everything is like, so everything kind of works well upon finishing or installing this pool, so they can generate revenue for the community, because that's the whole purpose of creating this pool. I mean, obviously, you want to teach the kids how to swim and all that stuff, but no, the Dalton needs revenue. So obviously, if you wanna create something that's gonna generate revenue, it needs the proper steps. The steps need to be laid out and then executed. You can't just execute one step at a time and then try to decide what you're gonna do next, because that's one of the problems of the skating rink right now. They don't have a staff to upkeep the skating rink. You know what I'm saying? The Just Ice skating rink. She said earlier that she's looking for staff members and stuff like that. So yeah, all of that stuff is a problem. You know what I mean? So I just want people to really understand, don't let people just try to ask a random ass question as a response to your question. And if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do something like that, make sure you stay in it within the confines of the conversation, right? Does that make sense to y'all, or how that's
So right, and maybe it does. I may have missed what you're saying, but it sounds like, okay, so she had, like you just said, something very pertinent, something very strong, something that she was very passionate about, and she asked them, and they blew her off, right? Okay, and then Tiffany came back after all of that, as though nothing was said by this young lady, asking about
everything, litany of things, litany of accusations.
And it sounded like to me, she just turned it back on Tiffany to take it back to her original.
The other lady, question. just so you know, the other lady is her name is Kiana Belcher. For anybody need to know,
Miss Kiana. So yeah, Kiana kind of flipped it back and brought it home to what her concern was originally.
Yeah, just for clarification. So again, Tiffany wants to know why they won't approve of restoring or construction of the pool, right? But Kiana Belcher is asking the counter question of, do we have insurance for the pool?
Which is another financial question. Yeah. So it's still from the original finance, we ain't seen since September type thing. How can I tell you anything about the pool and financial things to do with the pool when you won't give me any financial information?
I wasn't thinking about that one. Guess that's a good point. We can't. How are we going to make any financial decisions? Period. Right. Without knowing how much money we get.
Exactly. So
hold on, real quick.
Wait. I'm just. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, I gave it to you.
All right. So look, check this out though. This is the government office of discourse, where there's supposed to be open conversation and clarity between. These people you're talking to are the members of your council.
Yeah.
How are you just completely Well, I saw that here in Chicago a few times when our other mayor was here, And I think that was one of the reasons why she's no longer a mayor, because you have to have that. You can't just be a dictator. You can't be at this level of Donald Trump and get away with it. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not calling Donald Trump a dictator, but I am saying that he made some moves on the executive side quite frequently, you know, in spite of what Congress wanted to see happen. So,
Part of the reason why both sides don't like him. But yeah. But yeah. All right, but yeah, that's, I mean, yeah, like I said, but yeah, that's definitely a huge point that she made. Like, why make decisions? Why make financial decisions? Period. If we don't have, if we don't even know what's going on within the finances itself. But I did. But like I said, just to what Carolina Belcher was doing is she's establishing that, hey, there needs to be a plan. There needs to be a course of action, and that needs to be planned out beforehand before we start before we start executing anything, before we start putting money towards anything. And low key, right? If I were to be a very mean spirited person, I'd argue to say that they want Tiffany wants the trustees to make brisk. How do I put this? Brash decisions on spending money so that she can give that money back to those finance people so they can leave the checks on the counters or leave it on the table, right?
yeah.
So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But that's if I was a mean spirited, negative Nancy, right? But I mean, how much good faith has she earned throughout this entire endeavor?
Walk like a duck, talk like a duck. It's a duck.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
Please fix the pool. You guys know the answer to all of this. Melly's been there forever, but it's just sitting there. We pay for it anyway. I'm asking, can we please fix the pool? Are you guys willing to put it back into the bills list so we can fix the pool, so we can utilize it this summer?
Can you answer my question? Do you have insurance over there?
We have insurance throughout the entire village, so that's a redundant question.
No, it
So
wasn't.
my
Do we
question
have
is,
insurance for
are
the
you
pool
willing
at
now?
Melanie's
Are
Filming
you
Center?
willing to put it back into the bills list? Anybody willing to put it?
All right, so just for the record, Tiff did say that they have insurance to cover the entire village, and I'm not sure if that's how it works. I'm not sure if it works like that. You got some insight, Chuck?
Well, it doesn't. So a situation like a pool requires a different type of insurance.
Uh-oh.
You know, you're talking about accidental death, injury, drowning, all kinds of stuff, and that insurance is not going to. So it's like having homeowners insurance and car insurance.
Yeah, you
Your
can't.
homeowner insurance ain't gonna cover your. I'm sorry, it ain't gonna happen. So
That's why we got Chuck around, man. That's why we got Chuck around. But yes, absolutely. You're not finna have a homeowner's insurance and expect it to cover everything that your auto and stuff like that.
cover it as long as tree
Like
fall on it.
you need storage and
If you go out and kill somebody and it on 59th Street, then that's
if you had a car that you don't want to have auto insurance for your car, you still need storage insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that storage insurance is separate from your homeowner's insurance.
Yeah.
Even though that car is still in the dwellings with the within the confines of your property.
okay.
Just because you have homeowners insurance or what have you it's not going to cover for all of that stuff. And even within homeowners insurance, there's still like different little things, you know what I'm saying, like different little aspects to that insurance that you have to check off that you have to pay additionally for. So like that's still a so I mean at the very least, you know what I'm saying, it will require for an in-depth conversation regarding what's exactly covered under this insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, if she says that, hey, that literally the entire township of, village of Dalton is covered, then, and she really means that, and she will bust out the paperwork and like, literally, you can't trip over a sidewalk without you being financially compensated. You know what I'm saying? Then, hey, so be it. She the queen for that. But in the meantime,
I know this. If I go right now and open up a popcorn shop in the city of Dalton, and I don't have to worry about insurance, that would be great. See, because if someone comes into my popcorn shop and chokes on a popcorn seed, the city of Dalton is going to cover that? Or do I have to have insurance for my popcorn shop to cover a customer choking on a popcorn? I think I do.
yeah.
So it's the same. If you have a swimming pool and especially if you're using it for some type of profit, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to develop a swimming pool to earn income for Dalton, the city of Dalton?
That should be the aim of Dalton because they so far in the debt. They so far everything they do in Dalton need to be monetized.
Can I have a glass of water? Sure.
Nigga, how many breaths did you take, my nigga?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's get more of this video.
Okay, well, if I may be recognized, Mayor, I can respond.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so that bill was pulled out because it was not in the budget, and we have more than $2 million of bills that have been approved by the board that have not been released.
You hear that? More than $2 million of bills have been approved, but
not released.
Know what I'm saying?
So at this time, I'm not willing to adjust.
So you're saying it's not in the budget, and you don't want to fix the pool because it's not in the budget, just like y'all attorney's not in the budget, but y'all approve things. But okay.
Bro, and then she want to move. She want to just sneak off that conversation. Like, bro, I'm just saying, the language and the flow of conversation, like it's all manipulatory and it's all really, really well executed. Like this is where she's really damn good at it. You know what I'm saying? But she knows that when she hit a dead end, it's time to move on. You know what I'm saying? When it's time for somebody to think a little bit too much about what people just said, it's time for trying to adjust
switch gears,
move the pain. You know what I mean? Or go on to the next scene. You know what I'm saying? But she like I said, she just to break it down a little bit. She just what's this man name? Jason House just said that we have money that hasn't been passed off to the vendors and stuff like that and the servicemen, and so it's not just not in the budget. We don't even know what the budget even looks like because we ain't have the reports since September. But again, we don't know. We can't find money in the budget for this. So then she tries to say like. What she essentially does is the die down with me technique, where it's to say that okay, then why y'all if we ain't got money to fix the pool, how y'all got money to pay for these to pay for the what's names, the lawyer or whatever like that. So it's like I'm like, okay, well how does that like save your situation? Like you have you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at? We're making an allegation against you, and you can't just drag us down with you and then think that's going to clear up the situation and then move on to the next subject. Like I'm just saying, bro, you gotta pay attention to the way these politicians talk. Yeah. And again, last time, she's not the only person to talk like this. Yeah. She's not the first. She's not gonna be the last. But here on Chicago Black Delegation podcast. We're gonna help you. Decipher between the two, right? So between those who's telling the truth and those who are with you and whom are against you. Any comments about that, guys?
Yeah. Claim, supporting details, evidence. That's just basic. You know, that's about as basic as you go if you're going to argue with anyone, right?
Yeah.
And her argument is, or her claim is, if you cannot afford this money or insurance or whatever it is she just said, how can you afford to pay for an attorney? If it was me, I would probably say, well, because we don't have the money and we don't know where it's going, we have no choice but to pay for an attorney to investigate you. So I mean that's again really she's good at knowing to do it. But she's not good at doing it, actually.
Okay.
It makes no sense. What she says is no rhyme, no reason. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can see clearly it's just a push. It's a push past, you know.
Yeah.
Flip the script, you know. Let me hurry up and turn the page so that, like you said, won't give the listener time to think about what just took place or what I just said, right? What you just said.
She went about this shit all wrong anyway. Didn't she get elected like 2021?
2012, 21 to 22. I think it was 21.
Yeah. You probably build up enough good faith with the village if you're gonna do corruption,
bro.
Because she didn't even wait.
She ain't wait no time.
What I think will wind up happening is, and then knowing that she was a trustee first, she thought she had the inside scoop of how things work, being a trustee first, and then when she got a mayor office, like, oh yeah, I know what they know and don't know, and how I can. But she should have waited like a good 10 years. That way, with her doing any corruption and any allegations of corruption start popping up, you got the people to defend you. They're going to be like, oh, no, she been doing, we don't got no worry about her. As soon as she got in office, boy, she would snatch up that money.
Yeah, Man, that's some high level manipulation there, Kanji. That's pretty good, man. How long you been? I mean, never mind.
Lawn chair. What's up with the lawn chair? People just stood up, complained about getting grass cut because again, Stacy just told you guys y'all don't pay vendors. People don't want to cut, and then when y'all get the invoices, you guys still don't pay the vendors as it relates to what they cut. Is it a reason why you guys don't want to pay for any lawn care service whatsoever?
Can Janice or Tangenique tell us how many checks are sitting on the desk that haven't been issued out
You guys
already?
always stray from the question. My question is about the lawn care. Are you guys willing to pay for
All right,
lawn
quiet.
care, or are we gonna just go back and forth over Q&A that everybody should ask before we get here? Because
It ain't really no Q&A because you're not answering no questions.
Not at all. Keith Freeman responded to you, so that's clearly he's answering.
Kiana is really trying to help people. Like she want to get the thinkers in on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, these are like these laughs and these little jokes and stuff like that. Is like breadcrumbs for the rest of us to kind of like figure it out for ourselves. That like what's actually going on in this during these town hall meetings, right?
Questions, but okay, y'all not gonna do nothing. Let's move on. All right, call the roll.
We have a
Mary
question.
Kay,
Yeah, we're still in
please.
discussion.
Yeah, we have a
Mary
discussion.
Kay. Okay, you said you still got some?
Yes, ma'am.
What you got?
Okay, there are two vendors, which kind of goes to the point. MBD Solutions, which is a concrete vendor that replaces concrete in the village of Dalton, has emailed multiple times. They were approved by the board more than 7 months ago and have yet to receive payment. Can somebody advise on the status of their payment?
You just stated finance is not here, so why would we have that right here in front of us?
Kanji, you got something, Kanji? Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it's the same playbook over and like when I get we only had to explain it like one time, but you see it happening over and over and over again.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. So I mean, I ain't got to explain it again, man. It's the same play over and over again.
Another- all right, quiet.
Order.
All
As
right.
you guys know, a mayor does not handle the finances, so stop. So if I'm telling you the answer, that's the answer. So if I don't handle finances, it has to go to the finance director or the finance department. They know that. But we sit here and we grandstand every board meeting for you guys. Everybody know the steps. They know how all this goes. So they get like somebody doing something. Finance not here. And they could have got every single question answered before we got here. But on this
Before we got here, it doesn't matter that we have the conversation before here or during here or whatever, whenever. Like these people don't show up, but these answers but we still need these answers. If the finance department is the people that have the answers, but they're not like.
Why aren't they there?
Come on now, like this is just it's just comical, you know what I mean? And definitely, like, best believe. Again, I told y'all that she don't like showing up to her own job, to the town hall meetings and stuff like that. So best believe when she's not here, she's not at those town hall meetings. The entourage, right, is not there either. Like the finance department, right, the two trustees that's in this also affiliated with her, the police department, the fire department, all of these, everybody. All right, this is a hot take. All right, so take this with a grain of salt, okay? Everybody that doesn't show up to those to the other town hall meetings that's supposed to happen every month, and but does show up to these official township meetings, yeah, they in league with Tiffany, okay? That's how I feel about it.
show for you guys to point fingers, because guess what? It's election time. So here we go. But I'm done.
And then you want to
talking,
blame it
because I
on
know y'all
elections.
need clickbait. Whatever else you got, we're not going to pass anything. We can just move
I was
forward
looking for discussion.
on the vote.
I was next for discussion.
Okay, so y'all can talk to each other. Well, go
All
ahead.
right, one more time, I'm clearing the
I'm
room.
just saying,
One more time, I'm clearing the
no
room.
point of wasting my time going back and
Okay.
forth. We're not going to amend or make changes or see the good in
I'll
certain
wait for her to
things.
finish because I hate talking when
Okay,
people talk.
go ahead,
I'll
say your
wait.
statements, and then let me know when y'all done talking to each other.
Okay. Thank you for giving me permission to speak. Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's first start with this mayor and her smoking mirrors. You know, I sit here and we come and we say, I say to myself, I'm not gonna cut up with her today, okay? But then I sit here and I listen to lie after lie, and she tells you everything but the truth. Like my grandma say, you're lying, the truth ain't in you. Now we sit here and we talk about finances when one, we haven't even went over a yearly budget. How can you ask us to make responsible financial decisions on behalf of an entire village when you haven't even presented a budget for moving forward, but yet you continue to say, make these choices, make these decisions. We don't know where we stand as a village in terms of the financials. You are paying vendors 10 times the money that they should be paid. So let me explain this for you residents. Let me
Kickback.
educate us.
Kickback.
Sorry, I'm sorry, man.
Everybody,
I couldn't help it.
agrees on kickback.
Kickback. That's how I was waiting for this. I'm trying to figure out how is she doing it? How is she getting the money? Kickback.
What do you
That's
mean?
old. That's some old Chicago. hey.
Y'all gonna start roping in suburban politics with Chicago politics.
It's just
okay?
the only reason
all
I
right.
say that is
They all learn the same.
We the only one had governors go to jail and stuff. You know, no, but look, for that Burke right now fighting for 89, get ready to go to prison for. But nevertheless, I mean, it is. That's that. If you're the job that you are about to do for me costs $47,000, and I say to you, well, you know what, I'm gonna give you $80,000, but I need my kickback. Okay, I can write it up. I'm gonna say this, that. I'm gonna take 60. I'm gonna kick you 20. Okay, not that much. He might take 50.
Yeah, probably like 50.
But you get the rest. You get the change. But all the paperwork says that money went for this job, and this is why. You see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
kickback.
Yeah.
makes sense.
Hopefully the people will actually. Hopefully we're the late ones here. Hopefully, right? Hopefully we just the one, like maybe we're the slow ones and whatever, or maybe everybody outside of Dalton is the slow ones. But the people residents of Dalton have already figured this out. But they're just waiting on some sort of, I don't know, they waiting on something to like put the final hatch in or whatever, or they were just maybe just waiting on the FBI or the Lori Lightfoot to unveil the truth and stuff like that. But I mean, it's pretty much, I don't know what else to say, man. It's pretty much clear code as far as I'm concerned, man. I mean, it all, the stars are all aligned in my opinion. I mean, they want you to make financial decisions when you don't even have the whatever. Like imagine not knowing how much. Imagine not having access to your bank account, but they still give you a debit card. Like, what do you think is right happening from here?
Right. Exactly.
So
A tree. We have a tree on the block. So we have residents calling about trees. And they have an issue with the tree. So we look on, when we were provided with access to my viewpoint, what we were noticing is we would have an invoice on there for $1,000 for a tree trim, okay? Then the very next month, we have another invoice for that same tree for $10,000 to cut it down. So
Wow.
you catch that, Jay? Y'all catch that?
Wow.
Same tree.
Wow.
Hold on.
sounds like double dipping to me.
Sound like double dipping to me. And what is double dip? That's that kickback language. That's that kickback stuff.
Back.
Again.
Kick back. That's exactly what it is. It costs me, and if it's not a really big tree, it costs me about $3,500 for somebody to cut down a decent sized tree in my yard. And to trim it, it'll cost me about $300. So that's a pretty nice kickback. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't necessarily have to kick back money to me. I have constituents that need things, you know, they need jobs. And so that could be, okay, you know what? Y'all need some money. Go over here, cut this tree down. That's 10 G's. You good. You see? Just write it up. Write up your invoice. You know? Present it to the city. Oh, present it to financing. They'll never see those guys.
For real.
So I explain how something operates, and I'm a master manipulator. But he explains how something operates, and it's what type of shit is that?
Double standard.
I fucking hate him.
I tell you what.
I fucking hate him.
Listen, it might be a little truth to that, because the only reason why I know you guys, well, your cameraman knows that
He don't speak.
I am a bricklayer, local 21. Been in Chicago, laying brick for the first 20 years of my life. I moved on to concrete, stone block, tile, and things to that nature. I got pretty good. I put my daughter through school, or helped put my daughter
Nice,
through school.
nice.
And I'm pretty good at it. Still is. And I've had several different realtors. What is our people we rent from? The real estate. Somebody Chicago Realty, somebody else Chicago Realty. Several of them have came to me, and I set up kickback jobs without even knowing it was kickback jobs. And the ones that I did know was kickback jobs, and I was young, and I went to. I'm not even going to admit it.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it.
No, seriously, they're kickback jobs, man.
Yeah.
Extra for you in your pocket. Here you go. Such this is what we're gonna do, and leave it at that.
Right, I mean, well, yeah, that makes sense. But if you're a hardworking man, it ain't like you throwing on some fucking Converse and snatching away people's hard-earned smash balls away from them. But I mean, it's the same thing.
It was never any governmental work or anything like that. All it was they want to say that they did it and didn't really do it, and that type of thing.
Because they think they fast enough to do it, like you can't see them, but you can see them.
Sleight of hand. Yes, those are inside jokes with a technician. Nobody exists. All right, let's we got a couple more minutes in this video. What I do? I messed up, didn't I?
You sit there and you say, well, we have nothing to hide. Well, if there's nothing to hide, provide us with the information. That's very simple. The budget is due at the end of June. Yet it is June 3rd. And this administration hasn't even provided us with the upcoming budget. We haven't even had a discussion. But what they'll do is next month, they'll run to us and say, hey guys, here's the budget for millions of dollars. And don't worry about spending time and going over it. We don't have time at the moment. We just need you to approve it. And then they get angry when we don't approve it.
Uh-oh.
Our job as trustees are to make the best financial.
Anybody ever rush you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't like being rushed in general. So you already on my wrong foot when you try to rush me to do anything. And I'm gonna try to think of some excuses why I don't need to rush. And I'm gonna think like, wait a minute, why the hell do I gotta rush to make a financial decision like this? And I don't even know how much goddamn money's in my goddamn bank account right now. And then and that's when you start thinking about what the hell is actually going on. That's what the trustees all pretty much, collectively figured out right here.
What was that one name? You need some sound bites for her because that's real talk, man.
And
she's so passionate. This man, oh my God, that's sad. It's happening to you. Sorry, lady.
So, all right, keep going.
Decisions for the village, not prioritize spending. You sit here and she asks the question, why aren't you all paying for a pool? How can we pay for a pool when you have how do you even ask the question like us paying for a pool when you have residents that have a pool inside their basement every time it floods? That sounds so inconsiderate in terms of.
Hey, she been watching the podcast.
Tiffany Haddish, if you see this podcast, which you probably won't because we kind of knew, but if you do, my name is Kanji. Come hire me. You need effective line? I got you, babe. I got you.
This man want to sell his soul to the devil right now.
So a real bad rainstorm came through, and pretty much people's basements got flooded.
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish.
And it was a
I can
mudslide.
spin this for you real easily.
It was
indoor pools in Dalton.
Stop. She been watching the podcast.
Yeah, buddy. We up.
Was it?
Oh wow, check that out.
Okay. Joke. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's keep going.
It's not right. We're sitting here and we're talking about prioritizing finances. That's all we're stating. Provide us with the information. That's it. So residents, please don't be fooled by the smoke and mirrors. If this administration will gladly provide us with the information so we can make the right decisions, we'll gladly come up here and prove it. Furthermore, we're supposed to have 2 meetings a month. We sit here, she decides that she don't want to show up to the second one, prevent us from getting access into the building, and then say, oh, by the way, you know what, guys, don't worry about discussing it. We're not going to have a cow meeting for the residents so they can come and ask questions. Don't worry about discussing it with them. We'll just pass it either way. And it's unfair to the residents. Residents ask them.
Like, no cap, she like really is my favorite one. I mean, Kiana Belcher is like, she up there too, you know what I'm saying? But man, it's like the way she talks and the way she spells it out and the way she gets, puts like the emotions into everything she says, and everything she says like really easy to digest for everybody to kind of for even people that's kind of casual in this conversation.
Yeah.
very easy to digest, very easy to understand, and man, yeah, she's definitely. I can't decide if it's between. This is the Kiana. She got that fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, why don't you have the cow meeting so we can go back to having discussions so that we can discuss these things prior to us coming to the original board meeting where we make decisions? It's only fair. Thank you.
And
right.
and she has nothing to hide type spirit. You know, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm just telling the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Can you call the roll, please? Thank you. Call the roll.
Okay. This vote is for the corporate bills AB warrant list where Trustee
that's
House
it.
made an amended.
Yeah, that was it. Okay. So, all right. So yeah, man. So that was like pretty much the back and forth between a couple of the trustees and the mayor herself. Like any final thoughts with that regarding like this exchange and stuff like that.
This mayor, and it begs the question: is that how most city mayors are, or township mayors? This mayor does not hold her council in regard of any type of regard. She sees them as beneath them. She sees them as idiots, someone that she can pull the wool over their head and will do what she tells them to do. But I think she's finding out that that's just not true.
Yeah. Fellas.
No, that's it though. That's it.
Kanji.
I thought the native was gonna say that. This whole shit is wild. Like I'm still can't wrap my head around like if it's this much evidence, why ain't she up out of there? And then I want to know. It's like I know they probably have elections coming up. Like she has to know that she's gonna get voted out of there. Like unless I don't live in Dothan, so I don't know what the people are necessarily saying. Even though we've seen them come in and speak their grievances, but
Yeah.
we've seen corrupt politicians do corrupt things, get exposed for corrupt things, and then be reelected.
True. But yeah, but Jay, I mean, you working Dalton and all that stuff. Like, how's like some of the communication or like the people that you work with and stuff like that? Is there any like talks about Tiffany amongst the people that you associated with out there?
Everybody in my job, they be to themselves. Nobody really lives in Dalton that I work with. They all like work in the area, they be around and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Nobody really has an opinion per se, but I mean everybody that I talk to, everybody's pretty much in agreement. Like this, that's wild how out loud she is, how upfront. Like she's not really hiding the fact that she's screwing people over.
Yeah.
So the people, because you stay in Dalton, right?
No, he don't live there. No.
Oh, you don't
He just
live
work
there.
there.
Oh, you just work there.
Yeah.
So to some of the people that do live in Dalton and that do have like a kind of a negative contemplate of Tiffany Henyard, do you by any chance have like name, addresses, and time frame where to go to work? No, I got to look out for bags, so you know.
Names, addresses. No, I ain't got no names, addresses.
Oh, okay.
I just see like, honestly, like the people, they just dealing with it. They just dealing with it as they always have. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. One thing about black people, we deal with bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Stride. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that you see going to these town hall meetings, those are the ones that are actively trying to change the community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, majority of the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just dealing with it. We live, we work, and we deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't, that's what I was saying earlier. We need to go to these town hall meetings and make our voices known because we actually do make a difference for real. Like, in numbers, if we get the numbers up, that's what makes the difference in this stuff. It's people thinking that they don't have power, leaving people like that in power. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't believe the numbers are up enough to like do something? Because they must not be if she's gotten away with it this long.
I mean, she's currently under federal investigation. I mean, and you know that could take up to like a year, maybe more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may be, they may come to the conclusion when she's out of office, and it's a new mayor sitting in office. You know what I'm saying? It may not come no time soon, but it's happening. But I mean, if the numbers were greater. If we literally had every resident of Dalton who's actually like in these neighborhoods at these meetings, we'll see action like that. You can get her up out of this seat quick as hell, for real, for real.
Is there like an impeachment for like suburban?
I mean,
Do they have something like that?
Yeah, of course they do.
yeah, you can.
Every governmental peace stuff. Do you live near Dalton?
I stay about 20 minutes from Dalton. I live in.
So are you in Thornton Township? Because she runs that too, right?
No, I live in
He
Bloom
not-
Township. I live in Bloom Township
Bloom Township.
by Chicago Heights.
Okay.
Another place is just as fucked up.
I really thought Dalton was nice. 30 years ago or whatever. First time I ever went to Dalton.
Oh yeah, I mean, as a
Family
kid
and
growing
stuff.
up, Dalton
Yeah.
was fun as hell. I mean, honestly, still nothing's really changed. It's just
Yeah.
like now that we're older, we see what's going on, why everything is the way it is. Honestly, the fact that the police station on Greenwood, the old Melanie Fitness Center, the fact that that's an abandoned police station is literally mind-boggling, because I know that they made that change within the last 20 years because it was built in 99, 2000, you know what I'm saying? So like they changed it probably like 2006, 2007, and the fact that it's closed down now is crazy. So like the money's being mishandled. Straight up.
Because I guess you would say that old one is not even all that bad. Like if anything, could have maybe fixed up a little bit like that, but they don't need a whole new police department. Is what you're saying?
They didn't need that. But honestly, for real, the old police station, I feel like that's damn near them just cutting costs, because like this is the old one is still manageable. So why move on to this new one that's probably gonna equal more costs?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yep. So
Because the cost of repairs and reinventions might outweigh the cost of buying a new building.
you think so?
Because that's a lot of times, even when you're dealing with cars, it's like you either repair a car or you just buy a new one. But you got to weigh out the cost of repairing such a car versus buying a brand new car.
All right, man. Well, you the chief of Tiffany Tahoe's defense force, so you would say some nonsense like that. Anyway, yeah. So Chicago Black Delegation out. Love y'all. Peace.
Wait. I just wanted to give her a suggestion.
Oh, what you got?
Tiffany, get the village to buy a bunch of Wilmer barbecues and make some money. That is some delicious barbecue. I love Wilmer's.
Shout out to Wilmer's, man.
Shout out to Wilmer barbecue. Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. For real this time. We
That's
out
a
here.
Dalton staple, right?